I don't know whether I'm ready or not, but let's start, and they will cut at some point. Hi, my name is Keechang Kim. I'm a law professor at Korea University. I wish to welcome all of you who came to LinuxWorld Expo 2006. I hope this event turns out to be a splendid success. I wish to say a few things about Korean websites. As you will all know, Korea is quite well known in IT industry. For instance, the broadband connection, I think Korea has the highest proportion of broadband connection in the world. And also software industry, there are many vibrant smaller industries. And most of all, Korean consumers are a bit crazy. They are very aggressive in their purchase decision. They don't mind spending a lot of money on leading-edge technology, and they would wish to try out new technology. So a lot of companies use Korea as a test bed for their new software, new technology. Unlike over here in Britain, where consumers' decision is very conservative. They wouldn't budge until all the rest of the world has moved ahead. But Korean consumers are very aggressive. So I'm sure you are very much interested in Korean market. But what I'm going to say is not going to be a good news for you. So first of all, I wish to say something about Korean public websites, government-run websites. Korean government is making a great deal of effort to digitize their public service. All kinds of public service and provision of public information is going to be done through internet, the so-called e-government. But the problem is that 100%, I'm not saying 99%, but 100% of government websites and websites run by public bodies are Microsoft optimized. Not only optimized, it is exclusively for Microsoft customers. You have to have Internet Explorer web browser because all those public websites use ActiveX technology. The result is that if you do not have Microsoft products, you are effectively denied public service. You cannot have access to public information. So only to Microsoft customers, Korean government is providing public service. I think this poses blatant infringement of basic rights. Not to mention that this is against many statutes which are introduced to facilitate and promote digitization of all public service. And this is a very blatant government subsidy in a sense. Korean government is supporting marketing of Microsoft products. And no wonder Microsoft's market share in Korea for client PC is 99.4%. I think this is the highest rate. Nowhere else, as far as I know, Microsoft has been so successful. And this poses not only constitutional law issue, but competition law issue as well. Because this government measure effectively prevents competing web browsers from entering into Korean market. I'm not complaining that government websites do not support some obscure text-based web browsers like Lynx. I'm talking about Firefox, Opera, or Safari. They have comparable functionality, or sometimes even better functionality than Microsoft. Let's say they are more or less same products. Then government should treat them in an equal manner. You should treat like cases in a like manner. That's what equality means. And also, this poses competition law issue. And thirdly, this poses a WTO issue as well, because effectively, Internet Explorer browser is an American product, and there is no Vision product, Opera, and its trade is hampered by this government measure. But anyway, so that is public websites, problems posed by public websites. My second topic is web security certificate. Now, the legislature introduced many statutes which makes it mandatory to use official security certificate if the transaction is above certain amount of money. So most of e-commerce, in order to do it, you have to have official certificate, security certificate. The problem is that you must have Microsoft products in order to get this certificate. So that means that not only public websites, but all these private e-commerce and internet banking sites, they are all, in order to get that access to those services, you must have Microsoft products. So that's another big issue. Certificates can be issued by many other certificate issuers in the world, like VeriSign. You can have web security certificate by logging on to VeriSign and paying a small fee, using Linux, Macintosh, no problem. But in Korea, there is this official certificate that means supported by government and official endorsement, government endorsement, and you have to have that. And governments decided to do it exclusively a Microsoft way. Now the end result is that Korean internet environment is exclusively Microsoft. Only about 0.00 whatever percent of users still persist in using Linux or Macintosh. So these two topics already poses quite serious problems, but now I'm moving on to third topic, which is convergence. Now, the government is pushing very vigorously and energetically towards convergence, broadband convergence network. So that would mean that television, PDA, PMP, all these mobile devices and DVD player or television set-top boxes, cable television set-top boxes, all these home appliances will soon be connected to internet. Now that is a disaster for all these embedded solution providers. Why disaster? So far, all these appliances remained separate from internet. So, software developers could provide many solutions, Linux-based solutions, no problem, because you didn't need to go to internet. Now, all these appliances will be connected to internet, and you have to abandon Linux-based solutions because you could not serve Korean internet. You could serve international internet, foreign websites. No problem. You have your mobile phone, which has a Linux-based web browser. You can serve many foreign sites, but 95% of Korean websites, including public or private websites, are exclusively Microsoft. So the convergence is going to be disastrous for Linux-based software development industry. It's some sort of deadly kiss, in a sense. And government is enforcing very vigorously. And all these Linux-based software developers will eventually be forced into this sort of quicksand, which is Korean internet, Microsoft-optimized Korean internet. So that's my bad news. Tiny good news is that I'm trying to rectify this situation. I am launching eventually a lawsuit. I don't wish to have a lawsuit. I lodged a petition to the Ministry of Information and Technology, pointing out that all these situations are unlawful. If the government does not voluntarily rectify the current situation, I will have to go to court. Going to court is not an easy matter because I have to deal with two giants. One is Microsoft, the other is government. None of the major law firms in Korea, in Seoul, can easily take up this matter, even if they are very willing to take up this matter, even if they entirely agree with the cause. The reason is that almost all of them have Microsoft as their major client, you see. If they are going to take up this matter, they have to abandon that. That would mean loss of huge revenue for the law firm. Government is also a very big client for these major law firms. So there is this practical difficulty. But I don't think it is insurmountable. I'm doing this over here in England through internet. And I have very enthusiastic participation from the top class experts in internet engineering in Korea. They all participate in this movement, and they all send me crucially important information, and I'm processing it, and we are preparing the case through internet. And I think it's not only technical people who can do in this way. I think lawyers can also participate in this open movement. The way we are progressing at the moment is, as it were, similar to open source movement.
It doesn't have battery.
So, well, battery, it's okay, I think we can still go ahead. So this is quite an exciting development for me, and we will see how it goes. Anyway, so I hope you have a very good time in Seoul, and I hope the weather is agreeable, and I wish to welcome you again to LinuxWorld Korea 2006. Thank you very much.
How am I closing that?
Press it again.